Well, folks. Hasn't it been a bit of time? Surprised to see parliamentary and diplomatic protection, and possibly MOD, but my money's on parliamentary and diplomatic protection. Fully armed on the streets of Westminster, near the Palace of Westminster, curiously. Now you're probably thinking, oh God, that stupid, lazy little John has posted an old video from the summer. But guess what, folks? No. It's not a video from the summer. It's a video from a few days before October 2025. Yes, that's right, guys. It's Monday. It's bright. It's sunny. It looks like a whole new tourist season is beginning. Like, what on earth? How is it this packed? I thought, take it easy, enjoy the time that I've got left in the summer before getting back into the grind, risking my health and safety for all of you in dangerous hoods like Westminster, here in crime-ridden London. It's not really. I mean, it is kind of crime-ridden, I guess. I mean, it depends which part of London you go to, but wow, it's real busy. And the boat decided to welcome us back. Look at this. Catch a boat here today. I was actually on the river, I think it was last week. I don't remember when specifically. I posted a little video on the Insta. I mean, I don't have a personal Insta, I mean, the channel Insta. On the boats going under Tower Bridge. It's funny, you guys, when you haven't been on the water for a little while here in London, especially at night, you kind of think, wow, okay, this is spectacular. It's better than I remember. It's amazing. It's perfect. And it's so much more interesting than doing the same journey along the river during the daytime. In fact, when it's light, curiously. I was watching something, what was it? Something the last couple of days, and it kind of panned around from a restaurant across the London skyline. And it was interesting because how different it is now, this skyline, not just here, but toward the city of St. Paul's, compared to just over a decade ago. Yeah, the only real major building on the skyline in that part of the city was famous cheese grater where Sky Garden is. But oddly enough, very oddly enough, it's completely changed. For the better, I might add. No scammers on the bridge. I mean, everyone else that I know that occasionally films on the bridge, and in fact some people that I know that actually travel down to London precisely to film on the bridge. No one's seen any scammers here, any ball and cup scammers here for ages. However, they're super pervasive. I'm stuck for a minute, so I'm not even moving. They're super pervasive, if I get the word right, in Paris right now. A lot of you will have seen not just Tyler's video, Tyler, the guy that we met and focused on during the British Patriot Parade here, but many others, in fact, have been to Paris recently to make videos that were less than flattering, shall we say. Now, guys, it's been a long time since I was comfortably sat, stuffing my face in the Eurostar lounge at St Pancras, so I'm giving serious thought to heading back to Paris soon. Now, if I do, it's going to be a bit of a toss-up about making a very pro-Paris, look how wonderful it is, it's a beautiful tourist destination video, or to go the Tyler, Kirk Kaz, everybody else route, and have some fun with the scammers. The thing is, those Congolese and Senegalese scammers around the Champ de Mars and so on, they do not mess about. They're big lads and they can run fast. Ditto up at Sacré-Cœur, so I don't know, it's a tough one. More likely to get stuck in a lefty communist riot in Paris these days than have problems with scammers. More likely to get beaten up by the gendarmerie or the Police Nationale. Anyway, we'll see as we get closer to Christmas. I wouldn't mind actually filming a French riot. I mean, I'm happy to get in the middle, guys. Worst way, I get a slap. I mean, it's not the end of the world, is it? Again, out of the loop. Haven't really been talking with the HCAV in the past couple of weeks, so I don't even remember which regiment are back today. I mean, bear in mind it's Monday, as I mentioned. It's the last Monday of the month, actually. It's last Monday of September, and it's a very warm morning. I mean, goodness gracious me! It said it was going to be 17 degrees and sunny. It feels more like 27 degrees and boiling. Bearing in mind it's still super early, it's not even noon yet, and all of these people that are wearing hoodies and coats and stuff, and some of them have got scarves. Like what? It's way too warm for that. I got a t-shirt on the gilet. I did, guys, reply to some of the comments on the latest video, the title of which was also changed to reflect what we now know post-event, that the numbers were massively higher. It's funny, you know, because if you remember in that video when I spoke to the police, they said, oh, we think there might be 50,000. So I thought, I'll just double it then if they think it'll be 50, because they always underestimate the numbers. But goodness gracious, I mean 100k to several million. In the end, I was the one that underestimated the numbers. Now, somewhat more alarmingly, folks, in fact massively more alarmingly since, and this is only over the past 2 weeks, good place to park your forest bike, is the announcement. There's been an announcement that we're going to be having compulsory national ID cards. Now, isn't that a lovely thing, guys, to look forward to? Our beautiful utopian socialist government are going to make every Brit have an ID card. And the reason and logic behind it is that will solve the problem of migration. I mean, what kind of brain-dead cretins in Downing Street dream this nonsense up? I swear they sit down and think, hey, whoever can think of the best way... One moment. I don't understand actually why ambulances slow down when there are lots of people. Because if they just mowed through everybody, then at least if anyone was seriously injured, there's an ambulance on scene. Problem solved, no? Yeah, I don't know which brain-dead cretin in Downing Street dreams up these stupid, misguided proposals. This was already brought up during Blair's period and quickly abandoned because I think they realised the folly of the scheme. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if they sort of sit down, these senior civil servants, and say, look, how do we really upset the British public? Like, let's make them super angry with us. So they're like really resentful and they always talk about us and criticise us, you know, on WhatsApp groups and to their friends and so on. Because at the end of the day, somebody once said, all PR is good PR. So that's my thinking. I'm thinking that these actual idiots might be super smart, at least in terms of manipulating public opinion. I'm sort of wandering a teeny bit, guys, because we're slightly early. Looking back, it's 11 minutes to noon. Oh yeah, 11 minutes to noon. Mr. Churchill looking resplendent. The only thing I do regret missing actually in the past couple of weeks was Trump's state visit. I wanted to march down the Mall and show you all his glorious flags. Sadly, guys, as usual, other things came up. That said, the reason I'm not even addressing that is I did mention many times at the beginning of the summer that this summer I will be doing a lot of travelling and there will be a lot of other things on my plate. And hey, I didn't lie. Anyway, the good news is we're relatively back to normal. I will not be out every day, but I will be out many days, folks, and I think that, for the moment, is something that I can confirm. And hopefully, we'll be back to full speed real soon. I'm actually thinking that the majority of people that are out on the street today have never seen a phone box. Because oddly enough, if we even go back to June, July, August, okay, the queues, and I'm not exaggerating here, are mind-boggling. I thought everybody had gone home already. Like, what the? Look. I'm hearing quite a lot of US accents, in fact. We're going to do the first crossing now, according to him. Much more problem, I'm not in his group. Okay, so this is the simple-minded group that haven't realised there's a better spot a little bit further along. Those with an IQ between 3 and 4 points higher have realised there is one further along. They're still not in the Einstein level because they haven't gotten to the third phone box yet. But seriously, how many people are there? Oh my goodness me. The little Chilean hitman we just passed there has got a girl with a pro camera setup taking professional pictures of him and making everybody wait. It's like, bro, it's not your phone box. I don't care if your father is, the richest man in Chile. Flipping hell, give everyone else a bit of space, a bit of phone box time. Look at this queue there, look. Look how long it is. There are more people here waiting now than there were peak summer. Oh goodness me. Wait, it was just a super funny thing with this woman on the phone. I'm not sure if she's trying to call the White House. So like, can we speak to Doge? And like, Elon isn't here. He resigned a few weeks back. Who else can I speak to? Could we speak to Steve Besant? Sorry, Mr. Besant is busy. Can we speak to anyone? No, you can't speak with anyone. And the White House switchboard hangs up. Now she's trying to pretend that she's happy about that, but she's not really. I can tell. Actually, wait, they're not even, not even English speakers. They're not even American. Ah, goodness me. Armour Shuttles. It's quite a good name for a security-focused company. I think we got everybody from France here today. These are all the Frenchies. Greasy hair, unwashed. Yep, makes sense. Goodness me. I really don't know what to expect when we get to Horseguards. I'm just enjoying the fact that it is such a lovely morning, folks. I think you can hear that in my voice. Not only that, looking at the pre-market indices, stocks are going to go pop today. Let's just hope they can avert that government shutdown and come to a last-minute agreement. So I think that's going to push everything back down again. Royal Park's half marathon, Sunday the 12th of October. I mean, isn't there always... there was some kind of... I think it was either a cancer walk or similar in London this weekend, of varying distances, but there were people all over the place walking and running and stuff. Most bizarre weekend, to be honest. I can't think back to the last time we had an actual, and I mean this, we're talking months, an actual normal full service on duty Saturday at Horseguards. Been ages. I mean, absolutely ages. I think the troopers that pull the weekends are either delighted about the fact they do less work, or or hate the fact they do less work because it goes by much more slowly. So at the end of the day, coming over and doing kingsguard duty here at Horseguards effectively means like going to, I was going to say a holiday camp, but that's the wrong way to describe it. It's a temporary accommodation, let's put it that way, because the troopers do sleep and live and eat and the rest of it at Horseguards whilst they are serving as the King's Lifeguard. Now, there are quarters, ladies and gents, for the horses and the troopers. Or I could just say troopers, equine and human. I should actually put suntan lotion on my neck. Goodness me, she has a lot of clothing on for this weather. The funny thing is, it was raining a lot yesterday and last week. I think that kind of explains why everything looks super green and summery. Look, it's one of those glorious days when not only is it bright but fresh and crispy. It feels like Monaco, actually, the weather here today. It's like really kind of bright but crisp weather that you get in Monaco, but very rarely in London. You get maybe 10 of these days a year when everything just fits and the air is crazy clear and clean because everything is still stuck to the ground from the rain. It's brilliant. I don't think we're going to be seeing lots of dust and mush and everything else kicking up when we get to Horseguards. I certainly hope not. Proper out of the loop there, guys, in terms of what's going on there. And for horse names, flipping out, forget it. I probably won't even recognise Ormond. if I'm honest. I'm having to kind of slightly nudge my way through. What crowds, eh? I can't think that this could last much longer, surely. Almost every university student except Oxford and Cambridge are already back. Kids have been at school for weeks. Who are all these people and why are they in our city? A little bit better here. It'd be quite interesting to see actually what the vibe is now. Also, which troopers are on, depending on which regiment, if there are more new faces, etc. I'll try and get a couple of horsey snaps if I can. Oh, got Australians in the house. Look, you'd never guess actually they were from Australia. From their hoodies, would you? Look. Is that Australia's that way? Bruh. So this Big Ben. Oh, that's Bonza, mate. Let's grab some tinnies. Yes, do it. Okay, next stop. Drum roll. Very, very notice Field Marshal Earl Haig. Curiously enough, I'm not sure we've ever stopped and popped him on the video. What we have now. What was it looking like? The lifeguards, actually. It's looking like the lifeguards. I'm actually quite happy about that, guys, because if it were the Blues, you'd all be thinking, oh God, what John only goes back when the Blues are on. Which you all know isn't true, but it just so happened that more often than not, we would find the Blues on. Now guys, if all of you in the US dumped the stocks after us Europors pushed them up this morning in pre-market for you guys, I'm going to be very upset and not make any more videos. So buy is what I'm trying to say. Whoa. What on earth? I can't see anyone filming. You just see a ton of people. I don't even recognise that trooper. Somebody's left a pushchair in the middle of the street. Oh God, we've got a whole flipping line of smarry whammies at the front. Wait, what is... one second. Look at this. It's like a British school group arrived. Completely fill up the VIP corner. We've actually arrived, it would appear, folks, at the exact moment. Oh wow. In fact, this is a brilliant morning to be here. Got one of our favourite corporals of horse, lifeguard. He's like, excuse me, can you either stand there or get the out of my yard? Thank you, kind sir. Wow. We did choose a good moment, didn't we, folks, to be back. Yes, we did. Oh yeah. Chinese bros like, do what? Which bollards? I mean, he still hasn't figured out what bollards means, this bro. He's just standing there. Wait, so... Oh yeah, we're about to hit noon. I think this chap, actually, that we're looking at this end, I'm not going to move closer because I'll lose my spot. I inadvertently end up right in the middle here without even planning to be right in the middle here. I think it's a new face, actually, in all honesty. Yep, I do think it's a new face. I can't remember which of you sent it to me, but one of you sent me a very interesting link to a video when there was an issue with one of the horses, a relatively serious issue with one of the horses, and they quickly decided to remove them and take them in, etc., remove them from duty. And it was clearly a slightly, hectic scene. Removing the horses, police, troopers, all going back in. A bunch of spammers tried to follow the officer through the gate to film, close up on the horses and stuff. And a police officer, very well-known one that we all like and respect, wasn't having any of it. He shouted in their faces to get back behind the bollards. In other words, to stop following and get out. And I like that because, as I've tried to highlight in a few videos before, the way these little obnoxious midgets closely follow around some of the troopers is alarming. They've been warned more than once not to do it. Eventually they'll slip up and get banned, so we'll leave them to it. Now, I'm secretly hoping that the troopers that are coming out now to replace the two that are on might, fingers crossed, be familiar faces. We'll see that shortly. Good to see the corporal of horse observing from a distance like this. But the yard, folks, is absolutely chocker. Absolutely chocker-wocker, which is great. It's so busy. I was actually thinking to myself, hold on a second, have they brought back the foot relief? I mean, they haven't, but it would have been good, not even good, great, if they had. Super fortunate, didn't we, with this light this morning as well. It's really going to bounce off the cuirassiers 100% into the camera. Goodness, I left the sun filter on everybody. It's doing its work. The only name that springs to mind when I look at this horse, bearing in mind it's a lifeguard horse, is Radford. But correct me if I'm wrong, folks. Is it Radford? Or maybe it's Bradford. Gosh, be very close to the tourists, or correctly said, the tourists are very close to the NCO. Well, well, well. Oh God, this is a bit of a problem, folks. We've got two superstar troopers, both of whom featured heavily in the compilation Guard Shouts in Idiot Tourist face videos. So I'm kind of like, I don't know which one to choose at this point. We'll go left for the flow out from the yard to start with. A lot of you will remember this trooper. In fact, he's one of the most famous in those compilation videos because he's the one that leant down when he was at this end and actually shouted right in that Chinese lady's face. What's he looking over? He's like, hi, welcome back. Hello. Oh, so police horse is clopping behind me. Hody, hody, oh. Wasn't that a lovely, that was spot on actually, I was going to say even. Lovely timing. Oh, police have gone into the yard to speak to somebody who's been naughty. I think they've said to this guy, look, if you don't go to the barber today, you're getting arrested for that haircut. Right, what, folks, are we going to get now as everybody floods out? I'm going to wait a minute or two. Got some literally like semi-naked joggers out of the yard with their sweaty bodies. Uh-oh. Saved by her adoring partner. He was ready. He was coiled and ready to strike. And at the other end, straight away, shouted in somebody's face, didn't take long, did it? The thing is, guys, whichever end we choose is going to be the wrong end. Or maybe not. Now, bear in mind it's National China Day here at Horse Guards today, folks. Look, there we are. A proud representative there in her lovely pink coat. Welcoming everybody to Horse Guards. And saying, hey, enjoy it, but don't get shouted at. Yeah, this trooper is going to really enforce the box. I'm convinced of it. Let's see what happens if somebody gets in there properly and doesn't move on the first warning. It's not going to be this bro on the left. Oh my goodness me, everybody's like pushing and squishing out of the gate. I don't think though actually, guys, that the mass squash we're seeing now will last. I think it'll dissipate fairly fast. Actually, it feels a bit odd to be standing here filming it after such a gap. Just a little gentle push of push of the horse. The water was enough. Hands out of pockets, Habibi, come on. It looks like actually the reason there are so many people. Oh, here we go. If he screams in her face, she's going to get it in her own selfie video. I mean, she's right in the box. See, another massive shout at the other end. Look. What a moron. Oh, goodness me. The tourist that is, folks, with the selfie stick. It's like, hello, maybe understand that there's a sign on the wall and a box on the ground. Oh, goodness me. This is a classic example of wanting to be in two places at once, because twice you've already heard the other very, very chilled but immediately vocal trooper at the other end. But looking at numbers, balance of probabilities would suggest this is the more interesting end to film. I will be somewhat back and forth, but let's focus here, because right now we've got at least 3 times more people than there are at the other end. Very, very familiar faces actually. All of the Met officers that are on today are familiar faces from at least the past 1 to 2 years. That's good, not only for continuity, but for the fact that they'll be really on it in terms of the crowd control when needed. They're queuing up very, hello. Ah. Wait, what? She just pushed in there? Seriously, come on, dressed like a teenager and you're flipping 55. You shouldn't be pushing in at a popular public hotspot, should you? Oh, there we are. Dressed for January, despite the fact that it's kind of late summer. Wait. She threw a water bottle at me then.
She was over the but not in the square.
They only shout at people that wear headscarves.
Oh, do that? Oh,
yeah,
God, I'm in
yeah.
trouble
Sorry,
then.
you are. That is it. Either that or an Aussie accent.
Oh, yeah, but we've got both.
Oh wait, if you've got an Aussie
damn.
accent and a headscarf, you're getting charged by the horse. No, you'll be fine. He's pretty chill unless people go like right in the box.
Do they?
Like he's waiting for it.
Are you going to get me into trouble?
I mean, I wouldn't.
I'm just-
I wouldn't dream of it. I'm trying to help you to not get in trouble. Not get in trouble. Guys, Commonwealth citizen here. She's not going to get in trouble. Come on, she knows the rules, which is why she's gone and stood in the box.
Wait, Mum.
근데 이게 뭐지?
그냥 포토스팟인 것 같은데?
You didn't. I thought you two were sisters. Wait, you are mum.
I'm her mum.
Oh my
I'll
god.
take that as a
You
compliment.
literally like you're 25. You look
Oh, no, double that.
It's all that sunny weather, eh?
Thank you, will do.
See you. Wow, I'm shocked, folks. Honestly, I thought they were sisters, like friends. Goodness me. I'm sure you'd all agree. Her mum looks super young. It's got to be all that fresh fruit and the Aussie outdoor life, guys. I mean, I personally probably moved to Oz to get rid of a little bit of this salad niçoise summer tummy that I've been working on. It's odd actually because I weigh less than I did 2 months ago. It's that little paunch. Who's up next? Oh, that was nice. She said thank you. A lot of people actually are sort of just casually standing around to my right, sort of just looking at me. Probably think I don't want to be in the video. I mean, there are multiple cameras here at this end this morning, so it can't just be me. I can't be the only one deterring them. Oh, straight in the box, but not for long. The thing is, he doesn't need to shout unless they really, really ignore him, and we know what happens when they ignore him. He absolutely explodes in a very, very good way. This trip, he's got a super booming, loud voice, which, to be honest, is what we want. He's probably the closest in lifeguards to that resplendent Canadian who didn't take any nonsense a few months back. Now, I have heard on the grapevine that we'll be seeing a different regiment here sooner than we expected. Make of that what you will, folks. I can't confirm it because I don't know it absolutely, but I've been told that there'll be a rotation fairly soon. So I never know whether I'm being pranked or not. It's crazy thinking about it because everybody that came to London, for example, Friday, Saturday, yesterday, would have gotten a bit of a mush actually, not very nice weather, etc. But imagine if you just landed like last night or this morning. You couldn't pay for it to be any better than this. Okay, I'm going to shift in a second to the other end. The interesting thing is actually, and I'm not joking, if I can turn the camera so you can see, there's almost no one anywhere near the horse at the other end. So there's no point in me moving until there is. Oh, look at these two. Whoa, look at these. Wow. Fantastic, eh? I'll try in a second, when people get out of the way, to get a decent picture of this trooper. Because to be honest, he's looking very serious this morning, isn't he? I say this morning, I mean he always does. I've got no idea which horse it is though, folks, so I'll leave that to all of you. The horse is actually posing for the image, I'm not joking, you can see it. That's going to be a great picture actually. First trooper picture of the day in some time. Actually, wait, let me take a picture of the horse's hoof. That way, I might be able to ID the horse before I post the picture. Looks nice. Somebody's drawn some lines. You know, like on the walls in jail cells. They sort of count the days down and then cross through it diagonally. Looks like somebody's done that on the horse's hoof. Honestly, it really does. Just a bunch of straight digits. Looks like multiples. Then again, it could just be the camera tricking us. It suddenly got a little hectic at this end, actually, curiously enough. A lot of people here. Whoops, wait. And at least 3 or 4 times now, this trooper has very loudly, and in a splendidly bellicose way, told them to get out of the box. Like super loud, like get out of the box. Which, to be honest, is what we want, is it not? Yeah, it is. Because on days like today, when there are tons and tons and tons of people, like tons of people, they get much more embarrassed when they get shouted at. See, look, he's immediately looking at where her feet are placed. There. There was a small part of me that had a secret hope that just maybe we might have had a foot relief, but nah. Still doesn't mean all the hope is lost, folks, but let's just say the chances of a foot relief return anytime soon are probably less than 5%. In other words, virtually non-existent, sadly and regrettably. That said, change of government, you know, a more sort of traditional type of government, I'm sure would reinstate a foot relief. So we just need to be patient. Reform government would definitely take us back to the heydays. I bet now the other troop, the other than that we just walked away from, will be the one shouting. Oh. Flipping hell. She lost half her hair after that. Oops. I mean, there's like no pre-warning, no gentle, subtle, would you please kindly step back, madam? Just straight in her face, get out the box. Which is unfortunate. It made you jump, didn't it? I can see on your face, yeah. Oh, goodness me. Oh, that's very nice. They're coming up the Coke cans. Okay, attempt number 2. See, another massive shout at the other end now. We just missed that. I told you, every time we move, there's going to be a massive shout or whatever. Some teenage kid was in the box. Just got told immediately to get out of the box. Anyway, these two respectfully learnt their lesson and are not getting themselves anywhere near the box this time. Gosh, I mean, to have this pair of troopers come out and take the 2 sentry boxes after arriving after a couple of weeks off is extraordinary as a coincidence. I don't think we could have hoped for a better pairing, even if we'd had our choice, which of course we didn't. That's an extraordinary. Husband's like, you stand next to the horse. You're older than me. And again at the other end. Actually, wait, I've just noticed, in fact, the reason that there's a bit of an issue at the other end. Let me turn around. Right, trying to avoid the kids in the pram. 1 second. The reason there's a bit of a problem at this end, oops, the civil servant type almost pushed his face straight into the camera, is there's not enough space. Look, I'm way back on the edge of where the pavement or sidewalk meets the public highway. And it's an absolute sea of bodies. Look at this. Look how many people there are. That's a lot of people, no, folks? I mean, how or why? You think it was New Year's Day or something? These kind of numbers, no? Mind-boggling. I think he scared everyone back with that massive shout. They've all kind of moved back somewhat. The best expression by far that we've seen was the woman with the selfie stick. Absolute classic. Why are they all just stopping there? Look, everyone's come out of the gate, stop there, and this is what's created that issue of everybody getting stuck behind them. Which, to be honest, we see it here all the time. Now, actually, of course, because we're back at this end, everything's going to go wrong again at the other end that we just left. I mean, it's absolutely inevitable. However, we have at least caught an incident of somebody getting reprimanded at this end and at the other end, which is kind of what I was hoping, in all honesty. Yeah. I think she's doing a flipping self-promoting Burberry campaign, I think, there. And Romeo here as well. Oh, wasn't long before a bobble hat had to appear. I think he's going to a gnome convention today. Apparently there's a gnome convention at the palace. Human gnomes are going to circle the palace. I mean, he hasn't really made much of an effort. He hasn't got like a small spade or a shovel or, some sort of gardening tool. But I mean, at least he's got the hat right. I mean, look now. Despite these numbers, there's no one close to the horse. They learnt their lesson, scared them all away with that massive shout. Oh, I thought she was on her phone then with her hand to her ear. It's real warm, guys, actually. Real warm. Shocking that anyone's got a coat on. Little horse guard sun trap in full effect. Funny thing is, actually, what is it now? We've only got some people from the palace, but not everybody. There'll still be more to come. Depending on how fast they walk or not. Oh, Ozzy Osbourne t-shirt. Pretty sure that dear Ozzy's no longer with us. Wait, that's Sharon Osbourne, no? What's she doing in London? Oh, here we go again, Burberry guy. So it's from some small village in the south of Italy. The boot part where they didn't sell Burberry, and he's getting 200 pictures while he's in London, able to wear it. Look how cautious everyone's being now after the shouts. See, look, I wasn't joking about it being warm. People can dress like that, and we're almost in October. Like, what?
Una cada costado.
Look at the other one inside. It's Sharon Osbourne. I think it just got told to move back. I mean, they're still flooding out. Look, like there's no tomorrow. Obviously now the other end's packed, in this end's not. That kind of ebb and flow here is something I've never quite figured out, to be honest. It seems that the first 15-20 minutes around that noon period here, like everything goes mad. Then they slowly make their way to the other end. But the second I move from here, it's going to happen again. Possibly with this French communist. Okay, let's hope the communist gets shouted at. She's about to get told. No commies in the box. Mon Dieu. Oh, hold on. God, what's this?
Once again.
It's just literally frozen shot looking like, are you dumb or what? Oh, goodness me. It's been a while since we've had a sacrifice. She had second thoughts, so she's like, nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm happy to bring him up as a single mum. What's his eyeing this guy's nice bright cap? I think it might be an apple, rosy red English apple. The mad Chinese tour groups have not yet been here this morning. I mean, is it Chinese tour group done? I mean, after National China Day earlier, no organised tour groups here with the earpieces. Oh, this one didn't realise there was a horse. Like, ooh, there's a horse. I think now the troopers are going to have it really easy until the end of the shift. But again, I move, somebody's going to kick off. Oh, there we go. Wait, a V. That's rare here. I've seen one of those in what? 4 minutes? 5 minutes? Okay, this is Pietro from San Marino. And his brother, Luigi. I was hoping Mario would be up next, but no, sadly not. The other curious thing is that there are very few, so almost no leaves or foliage on the ground. How? Where I live, there's leaves all over the place. Here it's really, really clean. I'm thinking they probably actually swept the front area here as well as the yard this morning. And that corporal of horse is always super on it and disciplined in a good way. Like, he takes no nonsense. So I bet he had them out here cleaning up properly. Surely they're not going to be only 2 police horses through as well today. They're noticing and stepping themselves back. I mean, this guy's going to probably take a bit of time to get out of the box, so he's decided not to go in the first place. We've got some big dude in a red shirt coming up in a second. Let's see if he's going to get in the box. Wait. He's waiting for his moment in the spotlight. He's like, shut at me, I dare you. actually quite a good picture, to be fair. Uh-oh. 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 Sugar. She's like, right, you've got 2 minutes until you're going to jail. Chinese girl. Oops. I mean, she's not happy, guys, at all, is she? But how many times did you tell her? 3, 4? I mean, I lost count. 3, 4, 5. Plenty. More than enough before the verbal warning, I would say. Uh-oh. And let's see, and again the other end. Chinese kid. Every single time we stand one end, it happens at the other end. Have you noticed that? It's like every time. Now the police are going to go and have a look at what's going on at the other end. Look. Flipping out. I need to get like a shooting partner, folks, or maybe in a couple of years when Elon has perfected cloning, I can clone myself. And my new self, Ron, can film at the other end, while I, John, film at this end. Ron and John. And we could sort of, you know, do a split screen video. Imagine that actually, guys. Both the troopers being filmed at the same time on a split screen video. That way you get all of the action without missing a moment. I will pop back again in a minute, even if it's quiet now done, because it feels a bit odd to be filming so much one spot and not the other. But this trooper, flipping out, absolutely smashed it, has he not? Actually, now's a good moment when it's clean and clear. Such a busy morning, to be to be honest. Not what I was contemplating when I closed the front door this morning. I mean, at all. Very, 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 very quiet in the yard, though, people. Yeah, no sign of the old trooper even. Okay, so back at this end. I mean, there's hardly anyone here though. And those that are here, are really far back. Look. Taking the pictures with their hands on the bollard, which is odd. I mean, it's very odd, isn't it? How has this trooper had cause to shout so much when there have actually been comparatively so few people near his mount? Be interesting, having been out the loop a little bit. I only made like 2 videos here, 3 videos in the past month, which is not a lot, obviously. It'd be very interesting, from my point of view, to see how on it the Blues are or not. There's a big difference, obviously, between seeing a couple of very experienced lifeguards that we've seen multiple times here, this gent and his colleague at the other end, who clearly are outstanding at enforcement, and some of the new faces in the Blues. Oh, he tried to have a word. Wondered if he was maybe military himself, but the trooper didn't respond. Horse looks very happy as well, very relaxed, to be honest. Bear in mind, guys, it's the beginning of the week. We normally have a bit of an issue with the horses. Good as gold today. Absolutely good as gold. He's like, yep. See that? Well done, horsey. Well, it's Cowboy Dan there. The problem is he left his Stetson at Heathrow. See? There's absolutely no one again. That said, there probably won't be at the other end either. Bing bong. To be honest, I hadn't even actually noticed the bell ringing throughout the video, even though it must have tolled at least twice before that one. Looking at the timing on on the video. Curious. To be honest though folks, this period of the year, and I've said it before, the summer is fun but it's just a little bit mad. It's great to have a massive rush and then for things to go a little bit calmer. Plus, I have been missing seeing the horse's breath. In other words, I'm genuinely looking forward to autumn. Much prefer to film here when it's cold. Nice little woolly hat, gloves. I said it gets to a couple of months of winter, and I can't wait to lose all the kit. I film in the heat. Oh wait, hold on a second. Is tattooed head going to get in trouble? Hopefully not. They're all behaving themselves now, aren't they? Look, 100%. Oh, hold on a second. 1984 called this guy. What's his haircut back?
I know, right?
Uh-oh.
Get out of the ball!
Oops. And she's English. The way that she took that flip. That was a proper. I don't know how to respond, so I'll just freeze on the spot moment. Oh, she's left with her family, a bit sheepish after that. Yikes. I mean, that was proper no nonsense shout. Oopsie doopsie. I mean, to be honest, it's actually good that we've now balanced it a little bit because I think we had two at the other end, 2 or 3 at that end. That was the second one at this end. Let's reposition again, folks, because yet again the surge is at this end. And I'm very conscious of the clock now as well because, as is always the case when we've been away for a while and we come back, it's shocking how quickly, like that, boom, it's gone, the hour, vanished, finito, time's up. In fact, they're all moving like proper far away along the street now, all of the tourists. I can't really say I blame them. But he's merciless, no? The troop at the other end. I mean, I kind of think that it's been a verbal warning followed by a massive shout is the preferred approach. We know this, but some are just like, you know what? I can't be bothered to waste time. I'll just get it done with, dealt and done. Boom, straight in with the shout. Love it. I don't think we're going to get any more Habibis, folks. We're going to have to have baklava and mint tea. I mean, it's not quiet. Look, I mean, far from it. Look at this. However, large numbers don't necessarily equal things going wrong. I'm sure if this guy's a real person or waxwork. He sort of froze.
You can go a little bit closer, as long as you don't go over the line. Yeah. Wait. There we go. We can use
Somebody did say to me that more than one person has been banned from going in the yard. I don't know, folks, if that's true, but I am going to try and ascertain that after the video is finished. Police horse is coming now, and luckily we're in pole position. Look at this. Fantastic. And as the Spanish-speaking lady next to me just said, que bonito. Hard to disagree with that, isn't it? They are beauties. Yeah, I'm still a bit torn, folks, on where to be, though, to finish up.
And like you got that back and you're like, I remember getting the message and like,
I still struggle to believe that the yard ban is actually the case, but I'll find out. The surprising thing actually is the fact that this trooper and his colleague have only been on for just over 30 minutes. It seems much longer. I'm tempted to let the video continue rolling. Let's see. There's never a hard stop. But I'm not sure all of you would want 2 hours plus. Some people actually dress like it's 30 degrees plus. The difference between those that look, I've got puffer jackets and everything else on, and some girls that have got almost nothing on. It's utterly extraordinary. Then again, it doesn't look warm until you get outside and realise it is.
Nice for your tolerance and patience.
Wow. I mean, that's a gent who said thanks for your tolerance and patience to the guard, by the way, not to me. Nice to hear somebody with a little bit of appreciation and respect, eh? He's absolutely right. Couldn't have put it better myself, in all honesty. These two are really debating whether or not to get closer. Let's hope they do. I'm going to say do or don't or do, and I can't decide. I mean, I kind of want them to, but at the same time I don't want them to, so it's a don't situation. One second, somebody's busy doing her hair and makeup and everything else before coming over for the pictures. 1 second. Now it's removing a different layer. If she gets shouted at, it'll be super funny. I think they can decide actually how many layers they want on. Actually, wait, I think they're just busy changing from one outfit to another. It's still a shame though, guys, not to hear the occasional "get out of the arches." The way that used to echo in the yard. You know, fun as it is when things go wrong at the front here, the yard was always the focal point of serious misbehaviour or stupidity on behalf of visitors. I'm not sure why he brought the horse out when she came toward the box. Very odd. Actually, like exceptionally so. Still a few sort of hovering in the yard, but it's massively calmed down actually. Look. Which, to be honest, I think is a good thing, is it not? So I think we're going to get used to now a couple of sessions a week of just like zoom, with everybody flooding out and it being a bit chaotic. But the majority of the time here, between say now and March, it'll be pretty chill, pretty peaceful, just because the numbers will be much lower, obviously, than they've been in the past 4 months. I mean, one would expect that, pretty much. No, it's no great surprise. That said, this week, actually, curiously enough, is going to be very warm, 18, 19, 20, full sun. So I'll almost certainly cover the blues coming back as of Wednesday. Yeah, if I can. I mean, I don't see why at this point I can't. A good thing to see actually if the blues are here. depending obviously on which troopers and which horses they bring with them. What kind of response, or not, the tourists get. In fact, it's just been like super chill now, people with their kids and stuff. Foreign tourists probably, because all British kids are back at school. I mean, I think they are anyway. Yeah, I mean, those shoes are a bit... Just in case she gets lost and the family can't see her after dark. Police are pretty no nonsense this morning as well, actually. Both are wearing sunnies, which, to be honest, as am I, I think is pretty much essential in this weather now. Otherwise, how can you see a thing? This is an absolute sun trap, this part of central London. Oh, hold on a second, that's quite interesting. Blues or lifeguard? Blues or lifeguard?
Blues.
You're blues?
Yeah, no, I just bought in the shop.
Did you seriously?
Yeah.
You actually look like you were in
No, it's
Nigeria.
great. I was in the military, but US.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
this is really cool.
Well, that's interesting. You're American, without your accent doesn't sound like US classically.
really?
Yeah, which state?
Georgia.
Georgian.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, yeah. It's, take it easy. Yeah. Nice to meet you. That's so funny. In fact, instead of like pretending that he actually was HCAV. Sorry, guys, you had a HCAV gilet on. I didn't even know that they sold HCAV gilets in the guard shop. And no, I'm not going to buy one, and no, I'm not going to wear one. But interesting and appropriate that he, ex-military manager, heard from Georgia, probably a SEAL actually, had a kind of very serious look about him. Funny guy. Was that a classic Georgian accent? Surely not. Any Georgians reading or listening to my voice and reading the comments? Did he sound like he's from Georgia? I thought he was actually Irish initially. Are going to be any tourists? Probably not. Okay, we'll finish at this end, folks. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, nobody else. Wait. I wonder if this dude was a TikToker for a second. He will get shouted at. But you never know. You never know. To be honest, I don't see anything's changed in the yard. I mean, the cones are still being placed across the archway and so on. It almost kind of feels like the yard's a bit redundant these days. The life has been sucked out of it. But we'll finish up at this end, guys. I think, bearing in mind they've only got these two troopers, give or take 10 minutes. 12:43. I mean, the good news is that it's less than 2 hours until the US market's open. Funny thing is, every time this horse looks toward the camera, I recognise him, but I just can't quite remember the name of this horse. He's like, what do you mean? Look, he's super upset. He's like, look at me from my left and now the right, and tell me that you don't know my name. Yeah, massively out of the loop, guys. Almost feels like I need to go back to the horse naming drawing board. Plus the forelock is really long though, so that little cute mark. Yeah, we do know this one, don't we? Really unusual marking. Almost like how to say, closer to a rectangle. Horse is really listening. A teeny weeny star. It's not the classical shaped star, but yeah, I can't remember, guys. I'm really sorry. One of you will know though, so pop the name of this beauty in the comments if you wouldn't mind. The contrast actually between the chaos that they had to endure, the troopers, a bit earlier, and what we've got now. Wow. It's regular police behind us coming along. Yeah, I'll definitely have a chat with one of the officers when this video finishes shortly. We still have another important question that I need to try and get an answer to if possible. I'm not sure they'll tell me, but worth a try, I guess. So obviously again my flip move, and then his colleague, look, even drew his attention, is shouting at somebody again to get out of the box. It's got to be, what, 10 in total this morning? I know we didn't capture them all, but I mean, 10, 12 maybe? Oh, okay, that was interesting. I thought he was going to walk much closer to the horse, but he just sort of nodded and left. Okay, she might be one of our final tourists, folks, in today's video. No, actually Tommy, nope, and it's not Tommy Robinson, folks, despite his sweatshirt. I think he'll be our last one. Thanks, Tommy. I think this guy just escaped from the hospital. He's still got his like little hospital band on, look. Yellow band. Isn't that what they give you when you go to hospital? And also yellow means, you know, potential serial killer. No release without consultant's approval. So that's a bit worrying, because it's a serial killer in the community. Actually, wait, hold on. It's coming back. I'm not going in the box. Don't shout at me. Also as well, how quickly that guy said blues. When I said like lifeguards or blues, when he said blues straight away, I'm thinking maybe actually he was in the blues. That was a very instantaneous and clued up response to a random question from a complete stranger. Okay, that's interesting. This guy here in the blue trainers is Chechen. And a fluent Russian speaker. In fact, probably one of the only nationalities we've actually never so far spoken to. We're going to finish up with the fireside blanket. Folks, look. I can't be bothered to find my coat. I think it's at the dry cleaner, so I'll just wear the blanket from the fireside when I visit horse guards. Hulk is getting excited now because he's like, oh, I wish I had a blanket like that. Yep, he's watching you. Speaking of watching, guys, I'm out of here, but I'll be back soon. Real soon, I promise. Folks, aiming for Wednesday. Bye for now.